So here's why I think multiplying in mathematics is deadly and dividing in mathematics is shite. Right? Because once you know how to multiply, I think this is the one I'm good at out of the core four. You know, the multiplying, I like those, they're good. Once you can do multiplying, you realize that division is just multiplication backwards. So division is for like really smart kids. You know, I can never divide, but I love multiplying. So let's have a decent enough multiplication sum for this episode. So what's a good chunk of a number? I'm not going to do a 5 one because multiples of 5s are just so easy. You know, they're my favourite to multiply with, if I'm being honest. If it ends in a 5 or a 0, I'm like, yeah, that's good. They're good. They're good numbers to multiply with. The 5s are like, they won multiplication. 5s. 5s were the best ones to multiply with. It's because you could ask me anything times 5 and I can tell you what it is. Like, what's fucking 7 times 5? 35. And what's like 4 times 5? 20. Like, this is just that easy. The 5s are the best. Right, so let's go for some really difficult ones, like 7s and fucking 8s and 9s. Like, they're the fuckers to multiply with, right? So we're going to do 9. No, 9s are easy. 9s are easy. Okay, let's do 7 times... Oh yeah, another thing with multiplication is that you draw the little number on the bottom. And you draw the line. And then you do an X. Like that. So the sum we're going to be doing is something times 7. So 145. No, that's a 5. How about 93 times 7? Okay, that's tricky. I don't know the answer to that. 93 times 7. That's what the sum looks like. See, multiplying is epic, because I can just sit here and multiply all evening. As long as it's not like massive numbers. It's where multiplication and algebra and shit comes in. That's when you lose me. That's when I'm like, nah. Mathematics, it should be numbers. Like, with algebra, it adds letters and shit in there, and it's very difficult. I think I should be a maths teacher. Anyway, 3 times 7 is 21. 9 times 7 is 63. Plus 2 is 65. So 651. See how easy that was? I don't even know if that's right. It would be. I reckon it's right. Now, let's write this out and I'll prove to you that division is just multiplication backwards. Like, so it's just for kids who have backwards brains, who like start at the finish line. Like, that's what you're doing when you're dividing. You're starting at the finish line because you have the answer and then you have the component and then you just have to figure out how many times the component goes into the answer to divide. So, that's probably why I couldn't do that long division sum so well. Anyway. So, yeah. So I'm going to illustrate my point to you. Okay, so 7 times 93 equals 651. Right. Now you get those 3 components and you switch them around. You see how it's written in a straight line? Yeah. The power of 2 again. You can't multiply and divide and figure out which one is which without writing it out twice. Only backwards. Division is the enemy of multiplication. You know, there's some people in life who are dividers and some people who are multipliers. I'm a multiplier. 651 divided by 93 equals 7. See? And that's how it is, kids. That's how you multiply and divide. It's just the same thing, only backwards. But trust me, multiplying is way better. Don't bother dividing. Just don't bother with it. Like, if anything ends in a multiple of 5 or a multiple of 9 or a multiple of 3 or something, you're sorted. Because multiplying is like the saving grace of maths. It's the only kind of, it's the main one I enjoy doing anyway. Anyway, so we've done addition, we've done long division. We really jumped to the end there because I wanted to get division out of the way, because division is just shit. It's just shit. I fuck division. That I'm not saying that as like a political thing or whatever, like holding up a sign saying fuck division or end division. I'm saying end division in mathematics. In fact, end division. In fact, I'm going to make this into a bit of a protest. I'm going to stand out the school. I'm going to stand outside the school holding this sign and just see if anyone comes up to me and I'd be like, what do you mean end division? I'm like, get division out of schools. Multiplying numbers is the future. Division, you're going backwards. Right, so you multiply, you're crawling up the page. Dividing, you're just going backwards. So end division in mathematics. Actually, I might write that just in case it gets like thumbnailed or clipped or something. End division in mathematics. End division. End division in mathematics. Because it's shit. Multiplying is the only way to go. You're multiplying, you're doing this. You're walking forward. If you're dividing, you're just going backwards. Right. So that's it for this week's episode of Doing Some Mathematics Between Commissions. And this is what I do instead of sleep.